Just gonna preface this video with a quick apology. Something kind of screwed up in the recording for this one, and long story short, the video was, for some reason, slowed down to an obscene degree. I tried to fix it up as best as I could, but there is definitely some noticeable audio desync, both between the video and the game, and the video and my commentary. I did all I could to fix it, but it's still there. My apologies. Hello everybody, this is Quiversee, and welcome back to some more Mega Man Legends. Last time, we went out into the abandoned ruins of Kalinka Island in order to save Joe, who had gone out there by himself. And in exchange for saving him, we now have his dropship. So with that, we can go to Forbidden Island to find out what happened to Blucher and Barrel Casket. So, let us start by boarding the Flutter. It actually looks quite a bit different from how it did in the first game. And I kind of like the fact that it's much more expanded, but I don't really like the aesthetic change overall. Either way, we'll give this place a proper exploration later. For now, I actually want to go to the bridge. Data is always in here, so if you ever have access to the Flutter, you can save either in here or at whatever landing pad you're at. Can't really go up here. This ladder leads to the upper deck, but there's no need to go up there now. Let's see, I've never really looked at all of this stuff. Can you look at everything? You probably look at the wheel, if I had to guess, because Mega Man was steering earlier. The Flutter's wheel. Ro looks so cute when she's sailing the ship. Charming. Yeah, you can't really look at all the gizmos and screens and stuff, so let's just go straight to roll. I've loaded the dropship in the hangar, Mega Man! This means we can get to Forbidden Island, too! I have to make a few more adjustments to its engines. Can you pilot the Flutter while I'm doing that? Thanks! Dropship? You're not going yourself, are you? Of course! Don't forget, both my parents were diggers. Besides, I'm worried about Gramps. But I don't know how to fly the Flutter. Don't worry, you can do it. If you have any problems, ask Data for help. Ro, did you not see how Data was helping in the opening cutscene? I don't think he's gonna be any help in regards to how to drive this ship. They say no one's ever returned from Forbidden Island alive. I can't let you go there, Mega Man. All the more reason why you shouldn't go. Don't worry, I'll go. Mega Man. Alright then, ready? I'm gonna say wait. Because now we can go to the development room. This works pretty much the same as it did in Mega Man Legends 1, where you can develop new items, change your weapons, and improve them. Right now, the only weapon we have is the Aqua Blaster, which I suppose I'll just go over this now. Every weapon has 5 different stats, same as they were in Mega Man Legends 1. Attack being for damage, energy being for its ammo, range for how far it goes, rapid for how fast it fires, and special for certain things for certain weapons. The Aqua Blaster, if I go to improve weapons, you will see it cannot be upgraded at all. It only is usable in 2 parts in the entire game as far as I know, one of which is the tutorial where Data sets the Flutter on fire. And if I remember correctly, the other part where it's usable it's not the optimal choice. It's a neat idea, but ultimately it doesn't really serve much of a point. About the only cool thing about it is it does show that you can have things with infinite energy. So, I guess it serves its purpose well enough. I just wish that it had more of a point. Anyways, in development, all of those random items we get, we can show to roll. First, I want to take a look at these Mechanic Notes 1. It turns out it is the radar notes. So all you have to do to translate any mechanic notes is give them to roll through the development room. And if you try to develop something and you can't do it, she'll give you a clue. For example, for the radar notes, if you have something like a firecracker, you can do something with it. For the model gun, something like a rifle barrel. And for the vacuum, a big motor. So that gives you a clue for what kind of things you might need. It doesn't really help you in terms of where to find the thing, unless it's like you remember where something is from a previous playthrough or something. But it still gives you an idea, and it's a nice touch. Anyways, we actually have the means to make something now with the old hover jets. if we combine it with the rollerboard, we get the jet skates! That is so much earlier than how you could get it in the original Mega Man Legends 1, and I hit the wrong pause button. Should have mentioned, you have to use select to open up your menu. Start just brings up that pause screen. So, now we finally have access to body parts, and there are actually going to be multiple options for your helmet, armor, and shoes. In this case right now, all we have is access to jet skates. So we'll go there, equip that, and now we have the jet skates. And I'll be demonstrating that in a moment. But first, let's talk to Roll. Repairs. The living and storage areas were damaged in the fire. We have to repair them. It'll cost 4,000 zenny to repair the damage to the living and storage rooms. Do you have any money? Not that kind of money. Yeah, so the fire damage caused to the flutter actually can be fixed. And that's something we'll look into at another time. And if we hit move, check it out. We have a world map. And you can see that we were in Yosyonke city of Kalinka, which is a gigantic island. It's like Antarctica up there. Down here we got ourselves a desert island. Nice little grassy island, complete with a little scale down there. Over here is a much larger grassy island. And right up here in the unknown, Forbidden Island. We have to go to Forbidden Island to help Gramps. Yeah, if you don't move for a while, you get a little hint as to where you're supposed to go. But in addition to that, the red triangle, like, the little triangles indicate where you can go, and the red triangle is an indicator for your next primary objective. I just also gotta say, the storm out there looks amazing. The swirling clouds, it's so gorgeous.
Are you ready, Mega Man?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Hold hatch open. Releasing docking clamp. Drop ship away! Mega Man,
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Here you roll. I'm okay.
Good. If you want to come back to Flutter, just get into the dropship, okay? Alright then. Let's try and find Gramps' ship. It looks like it's drifting. I'm getting a reading north of your position. When you're ready, try heading north and see what you can find.
Thanks for coming up there, Roll. So two things I'm just gonna say right now. One is, with how... God, this stupid controller drift. It's... I swear, it's getting worse. I'm really gonna have to find a way to fix this before I record any more episodes after this. Good lord, I just want to stare at the ship! Thank you! With all these winds going about, I am seriously impressed that that thing was able to stay on any sort of trajectory with its spinning blades. Just from a physics standpoint. On a completely unrelated note, I'm just gonna say, I don't like the voice actor change for Mega Man in this. A lot of the characters in this have the same voice actors from the past game, as far as like the ones that are returning. Except for Mega Man himself. And it's not that the VA for him is bad, it's just, it's not as good as the one in 1, I don't think. I don't know, it's always one thing that's always kind of bothered me about this. Anyway, there really isn't too much to this open area here, just some bits of debris from other ships that have met a far gloomier fate than the dropship. Oh, almost forgot. The jet skates. They operate the same way as they do in Mega Man Legends 1. Hold the circle button, and off you go! Whoa! We got ourselves some Reaverbots. These little guys, they are adorable. They hop around. They are called Snowbits. I don't know why there's an L in their name, or maybe my source just is wrong on that. I don't know. I just like to call them snow bunnies. Woo! Oh yeah, and they shoot lasers out their brains. You know what? Come here, you. I just noticed they got like a little beak on them. Oh yeah, and like some Reaverbots when they take some damage, they'll kind of get this momentary stun. You can kind of see it on them when they started to shake. And that's actually pretty helpful. And it's based on damage, too, not like number of hits. So the stronger your Buster is, the more likely they'll do it. Let's see if I can get this one to do it. Come on. Stop bouncing! It's a little hard to see in the snow. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. Yeah, like you see he kind of shakes and falls over. And if he's in the middle of his attack spin animation, it'll stop it. And that goes for any other Reaper bot that's able to be stunned. Not all of them can. But it's something that's good to keep in mind, especially for some tougher enemies. It can be very helpful to be able to stun them and like time it so that they miss out on an attack. Though, granted, that's not something that's really going to be too relevant on lower difficulties. It's mainly something to strategize about on hard or very hard. I am already almost dead. And we just started. This is essentially going to be it's basically a dungeon in and of itself. Let's see. Okay, I thought there was going to be a scene transition there, but nope. Ah, we're already to this. I thought this was further ahead. Look at that. There's people. Stuck in the ice.
Something. It looks like human life signs, but I'm not sure. We can come back and check it out later. For now, let's just keep looking for Grant's ship.
Sure are a lot of them. Looks like a person is in there. It's like 4 of them out here, and they're just like encased in these perfect little ice domes. Gotta feel for them. And this sure looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Looks a lot like the dropship we just came in. Only this one is occupied.
Do you see something? I'm not picking up anything.
And the person inside can't be detected by Roll's sensors. Fascinating, isn't it? Okay, there's the scene transition. Sometimes those long, narrow hallways are not actually hallways to traverse, they're just transitions. Ah, here's the next Reaper bot. Look at that thing. He just slowly walks around. Doesn't really do much. But if you shoot them, they explode and get very, very angry. I'm gonna run away by accident. Go back. I did not mean to do that. Alright, come on up, big guy. There you are. So these guys, I love their name. Their name is Po. Po. To me, these guys are basically just full-blown zombies. They shuffle at you slowly until they get mad. Then they just do this all the time. They can actually be pretty dangerous if you're not careful. And as you can tell, they are also quite tanky. Uh-oh. And I didn't destroy him there. He went back under the snow. They can do that. They can actually go up and down in the snow. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have shot them both. That is actually a problem, because you saw, I was holding down my lock-on button continuously, and that's something that they'll do, is when they go in, they get hit like that, in their first form, they will break lock-on. There we go. That one's dead. And that one's running. But yeah, they'll break lock-on. So like, I'm not releasing the lock-on button there. So they kind of trap you when there's groups of them into unlocking multiples of them at once. Ooh. Don't hit me. I'm very low on life and I do not want to die. Ooh. Though granted, I know I can take at least one more hit safely. Come on. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. Ah! It went away. I don't know if they come back. I'm gonna see if I can get them to come back, because I'm actually curious. Normally they don't escape me like that. Oh, okay. Well, let's just skate on ahead into this big clearing. Ooh. I remember this. There is a barrier in place. It's adorable! This little critter here is a wolfon. Very small, very fast. Not very dangerous, but very annoying to fight. And he is basically a bit of a mini-boss, as is indicated by his health bar. All he does is run around and try to lunge at you. That's it. Honestly, if you just run back and forth, it's very hard for him to hit you. But in contrast, it's very hard for you to hit him. You know what? I'm actually going to change my equipment here. Because the range booster is actually going to be very helpful for this. Woo! He almost got me there. Yeah, because he does kind of go outside your range. So if you've got the range booster on, then when he comes to lunge at you, you have a little bit more room to get a hit or two in. So yeah, not that tough. He just takes a little while to beat. And yeah, he's freaking adorable. I love this thing's design. He's a little ring puppy. Come on, little ring puppy. I just want to... Ow. Uh-oh. Okay, no, okay. I don't want to die, so I'm going to use my energy canteen. But you saw there, briefly, my life bar turned red. So, in Mega Man Legends 1, Mega Man had a life shield, which basically meant that he could resist some damage and some knockback. But if he took some heavy damage, or he got reduced down to no health, and like one hit left, that shield would break, and he would take extra damage and knockback. That mechanic is completely gone from this game. Basically, as long as there is any yellow in your bar, you cannot be killed with a single hit. You only die if you are hit when your yellow bar is completely gone and it's flashing red. On a side note, I am extremely, extremely sad that I had to use my energy canteen already. Because there's still more to Forbidden Island to traverse. Okay, so now we're in a big open clearing with not a whole lot except Haruka. Ow! Jerk! You! Come here! Come here! And I was gonna have you explain to your brothers what you've done. But they're gone. Fine. Your punishment is you're coming with me until I find a friend. Then, I will introduce you to him. Man, you're lonely.
Watch out.
Oh. I know there's a Reaperbot close by. It's on my head. Don't you see it? Now, in reality, she is warning about that conspicuous mound of snow surrounded by these conspicuous 4 pillars. Walk up to it. Closer. And it's another Reaperbot! This big bad boy is called a Mamu. And that explosion that you just saw from when it died, that does damage. You want to be careful with some Reaperbots. A lot of them, when they die, they just disappear, and they don't hurt you. Whew, got another one here. Thankfully, we had a Haruka with us, so he wasn't that tough. Anyways, these guys don't do all that much. They just try to ram you, but they do hit pretty hard. And as you can see, they're pretty tanky. They can be stunned, though. It just takes a few more hits. Ooh, that was close. Whoop! And yeah, when they start their charge, they basically just run until they hit a wall. For the most part. I think that if they run past you, they will try to stop, but their momentum does carry them. That's actually something important to note for later. But for now, we must press onward. Ooh, I know what's coming here. More Mamus! These guys are bigger, slightly. And yeah, they basically just run forward in a set pattern. Eternally annoying. We gotta hide in these little alcoves. And, whoa! No, stop it! Oh my lord! Whew! That was close. There's nothing in the direction that they're coming from, by the way. I'm gonna show that really quick, because it's kind of weird. Yeah. They were all just infinitely spawning from right here. And there's nothing. I guess that you could say they were coming from up there, like up the cliffside, but every time I want to look up, I have to use my right thumbstick. When I use my right thumbstick, this happens. Ugh. I've never had to break into a controller to try and fix it before, but I think that this is going to have to be a first time. Okay. Okay, we good? We good. Okay. So, Data's here. Energy charge, even though I'm at full. And, yeah. He's here for a good reason, because there is a boss up ahead. So, I'm going to save real quick. There we go.
Can you see Grant?
And now that I've saved...
According to my readings, it should be somewhere close by.
Well, I don't see Grant's ship, but I do see a giant floating diamond. Let us approach the diamond. And the refractor beneath it. Quite a fancy-looking refractor, wouldn't you say? But if we inspect it...
Mega Man, what did you do? I'm picking up a massive
Mega Man?
energy surge. I think it might be a giant Reaver bot. Get out of there, Mega Man. Mega Man. Mega Man, hit me?
I was about to say, Mega Man, what did you do? Right as Roll was saying the same thing. I forgot she said that. Say hello to... I think this thing is actually just called Mamu again. I think they're all just Mamu, even the big boy here. However, this boy has some serious health, and he's got some extra attacks. For example, his trunk spits out ice chunks. They can be a little bit annoying to dodge sometimes because of the fact that he also inches ever closer towards you. But you might notice that his trunk is flashing. Okay, you also need to jump when he jumps because he lets out a damaging shockwave. And this is actually a good example of what I was talking about before, how when it's red you can still hit. Because I was actually hitting his body even though it's red. More importantly, his trunk is flashing, which means it too is taking damage. And when I hit it, his health bar doesn't go down. You can actually break his trunk, which will stop him from doing that attack with the ice. But trust me, it doesn't necessarily make this fight any easier. That said, it's pretty easy for right now. Take this opportunity to... That, oh, nope. You can't really do the little twitchy strategy on him too well. Just because of how he moves and how much space he takes. Whoop! Nope. But, every once in a while he gives you an opening. And I won't take that opening. I'm actually not sure how many hits his trunk... Oh, there it goes! You don't got no more nose... Oh, and there he goes! That attack is a pain. Oh, wait, no, he still has a trunk. Right, it breaks off its segments, so now he doesn't shoot it quite as long, and it doesn't go as far, but it's kind of like a shotgun spread, which makes it a little more annoying to dodge. But you can break this part of the trunk, and doing that will just stop it entirely. But he still has that laser attack that he unleashed a moment ago. And later on in this fight, it does get to be a pain, as I remember. Whoop, whoop, no, 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 no! I am surprised I didn't get hit there. I'm surprised I haven't been hit at all in this fight, to be honest. Woo! The range booster is actually pretty helpful for this guy, too, in case you can't tell, because it's good to try and keep your distance. He may move slow, but he is a big boy. And what few attacks he has have some pretty wide reach. Honestly, for a real first boss, like, I don't really consider the Jaiwan a first boss. He's a bit of a joke. Although, to be fair, so is the Hanmaru doll in Mega Man Legends 1, so they're a fair comparison. But I don't know, this feels like the first real boss encounter to me. And I think that it does the job quite well. If you don't know what to expect from his moveset, he can catch you off guard, especially with that laser attack, which I have to admit, the animation for that just cracks me up every time. I just now noticed that those little spike rings on his legs, those are just the bodies of the wolf form. Like, all the menus have those, but still, I find that fascinating. Up, there goes the second part of his trunk, and now he's flashing red, so he's angry. Yeah, I don't think you break the last part. Oh, there's the damage. Yeah, look at all that. Oh no, he still can shoot the ice. But look at all that damage from just one hit. Yeah, he's gonna start doing that a lot more often. Actually, wait, can I break that part of the trunk? I'm not sure, actually. I might be wrong about being able to stop his ice attack. It's really hard to tell when he's flashing like this, because the trunk flashes too. Yeah, now he'll start doing those in triple succession. It looks like it's flashing at different intervals when I hit it. Not that it matters at this point. His health is so low. Actually, I think that one might be the most annoying one to dodge. Okay, now he's mad. Now he's gonna start doing charges. And they basically work the same as the smaller Mamu charges. He just doesn't gain as much momentum. Thankfully, the tail is the same. Yeah, I really don't need to jump to dodge those red laser balls, but it just makes me feel safer. Wow, you decided not to even face me for that one. Still aimed at me, though. Alright, come on. Oh, there's the ice. The ice doesn't hurt as bad as the shockwave. And I'm pretty sure the laser ball hits about as hard as the shockwave as well. That being said, I am not in the market of finding out. Besides, he's dead.
The storm. It stopped.
Has it finally stopped? I thought we were goners for sure.
You're getting old, Beryl. That was nothing. Look at me. I'm fine.
Show off. For all that money you spent on it, you'd think this flying wash tub of yours would have held up better.
Well, accidents happen. If we were ready for them, we wouldn't call them accidents, would we?
How come those old fogies are so chipper, huh? My stomach feels like it's been through a washing machine spin cycle.
Teasel, look! Huh? Well, that's done it. They woke her up.
The Carbons have decided their own fate. This is because they've activated Mistress Sarah. You've done enough for them, Mistress Yuna. You are required to relinquish the keys to her.
No, it's not enough. Why did the Master entrust that purifier unit with his genetic code? It was his job to hunt down and eliminate all aberrant units. So why did he become the greatest aberrant of all? There are still too many unanswered questions.
Mistress Yuna, surely you have enough information to arrive at a conclusion.
Think, Gats. What if the Carbons, which the Master loves so dearly, were more important than the Master's system? What then?
What? The chances of such a possibility being true are non-existent.
Are they? How can you be so sure? Uh-oh, we better get out of here.
Agreed.
It appears that Miss Yuna still does not intend to give you access to the keys, Mistress Sarah.
What is she thinking? Her logic is as mysterious as was the Master's. You know what you have to do.
Yes, the directive of this unit is ensuring your safety.
Very well. One of the carbon ships. We must first recover the keys to the library. We can acquire and deal with the Master's genetic code sample afterward.
Understood.
What gives? How come we end up stuck in here?
Think about it, Teasel. Do you think they're just going to have a press conference with what's happened?
What was the blue fellow doing there anyway? I don't like getting off one bit. One thing's for sure, I'll get him this time or my name's not.
Shh! I'm picking something up.
So what you're saying is, if you have possession of these 4 keys, we can unlock the Mother Lode and save Mistress Sarah. Is that it?
Correct. We are from the past, your ancestors. We are in a world we never made. We mean no harm. We simply desire to live out the rest of our lives as best we can. Of course, your troubles will be rewarded. With the keys, you will have access to technology that has long been lost to you. You would have the ability to make all the refractors you need.
I understand. Leave finding the keys to us. We are not the only ones searching for the Mother Lode. For your safety, I recommend that you stay here on the ship.
Speak of the devil.
Ah! Why, you? Were you spying on me?
I thought we were supposed to be allies, aren't we?
We're a unified front, a team. We won't let you hold out on us. Unified front? There's only 2 of you!
Ah, but they are veterans, remember, Teasel. Not like some people I know who think the more people you have working for you, the better you are.
Oh, and what about you? You...
Now, Teasel, the more the merrier, right? Don't get so upset. We can dump them anytime we want.
I guess you're right. All right, then, let's get this show on the road. What we need to do is split up and take over any town that's got a large ruin nearby. Then, we explore the ruins and find these keys. All right, boys. Look sharp. Let's go.
I'll see you around.
Come in, Bola. We've got work to do. Those 2 really get on my nerves.
Pirates on the move already? That complicates matters.
Oh, stop it. You can't fool me.
Is it that obvious?
Don't you think you're getting too old for playing around with pirates?
Find Mega Man. Bring him here.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to drag them into your escapades again, are you?
Well, I just want to talk to them. They'll get involved with or without me.
My.
Mr. Mega Man, sir. Mr. Blucher would like to see you.
You know, it just dawned on me that Von Blucher is kind of a jerk. I mean, I was musing earlier about how I was like, what the heck did the Bonds do, and like the other pirates for that matter, to be allowed on that ship? I mean, if they were just disguised as reporters, that's one thing, but it's clear by that Blucher knew the entire doggone time. And seriously. Obsession, man. It's powerful and dangerous. Anyways, with that, we are now aboard the Sulphur Bottom airship. We are going to be exploring this next time, but first, I think I need to go down here. I'm just trying to find where I can save. Ah, yes, here. Here we are in the hangar of the Sulphur Bottom, and yeah, next time on Mega Man Legends 2, we're going to take a tour of this place and see what Von Blucher has to say. And hopefully I'll have my control stick drift fixed by then. We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.